It's safe to say that my life was falling apart. I'd been struggling to hold everything together. I was in debt up to my eyeballs, and rent was several months overdue. I couldn't sleep, and was frequently late for work as a result. The boss had given me more chances than I'd deserved, but he'd finally reached the limit of his patience. "Take this delivery now, or don't bother coming back," he'd shouted. If only he'd known. I'd never done a delivery outside the city before. It was something I always avoided. You see, back home they told stories of people going missing, wandering off into the wilds beyond the city walls, never to return. But that only happens to other people, right? It was less than a day's walk, he'd said. He hadn't accounted for a rock slide. I had to find another way around. Turning back wasn't an option. I tried to stay optimistic, telling myself things will get better, that they had to get better. After all, it's hard to plummet any further when you're already at rock bottom. I couldn't have been more wrong. It was definitely the most painful moment of my life. But, well, things were about to get a lot worse. Or, maybe on reflection, a lot better? Huh? Help! Somebody! Anybody! Anybody? Please. I don't want to die down here. After all that, I really was at rock bottom. But whether or not I believed it at the time, things were going to get better. I met some wonderful people, and some terrible ones, too. It was touch and go for a while there, and to be honest, a lot of the details are fuzzy. But in the end, it all worked out. Maybe someday I'll sit down and put all the pieces together for you. And then, that's when I met Spirit. We'd been traveling, now that the dust had settled, and we'd found an odd, abandoned house out in the middle of the woods. At least, we'd thought it was abandoned, but it was actually haunted. And it was haunted by the ghost of a spider. We shared a nickname, and sounded similar too. It was eerie at first, but I guess that's just how ghosts are. He told me he'd found this magic mirror, and that I should take a look. And when I did, I saw all of you. People hailing from distant lands and places I'd never even heard of before. He said he used it to try and make the world a brighter place, and invited me to do the same. I was admittedly scared at first. I'd been hanging around the parlor for a while, just lurking in the background and watching things play out. But over time, he gave me the confidence I needed to run the show too. I think he needed somebody to carry on after he was gone. Because ghosts fade if they linger here too long. And he'd stretched himself too thin after his untimely murder. I was worried about him. What happened next? Well, I'll just let you see for yourselves.
Oh.
Heh. Keep an eye on him for me, Fritter.
Whoa.
Make sure he doesn't cause too much trouble.
You got it.
And to all of you out there, thank you all so very much for watching. And until we meet again, enjoy yourselves, okay? And of course, stay spooky. Goodbye. The past is past now, but that's okay, you know? It's never really gone completely. Still, I think it's time for something new.